Well, actually, yesterday we were really surprised. It was really good because it was very quick. It was very prepared very quickly, and we just thought, look, let's get started. Let's, people wanted to know what was happening and that, and so we set up in a couple of days, and we had over 100 people coming. So we were really, really surprised, and it was a great time actually that we had, even though it is a serious and sad situation.
Okay, so the consultation has the government already talking to you and other groups ahead of a wider public consultation. So why then the assembly outside number 6?
Well, because people feel that this is something important. It's for the whole community. And yes, the government is talking to certain people, to some different faith groups and other different associations and charities and things like that. And that's excellent and needed. But the people of Gibraltar want to know as well. They have a right, because it is about Gibraltar and it is about community. So just keeping it to a very small amount of people, I don't think it's fair, and I think people are curious and they want to know and they want to have an input in it and they want to be a part of it.
So the revision has been announced on the back of the Supreme Court's ruling in Northern Ireland, with the Chief Minister saying this is relevant to Gibraltar law. The Supreme Court ruled on abortion in the case of fatal fetal abnormality, rape and incest. Is the movement against abortion for women dealing with the circumstances? You mentioned earlier in the interview that there are certain situations.
One of the things that we have been accused of is letting women die. We want women to die on the table so long as the child lives. No women needs to die. The whole thing of this, it's that both lives matter. Both lives matter. No, we don't expect women who are in medical need or any other need, or men who are in any need for medical attention, to, for any reason, to be left. It is understandable, and it is a process that already takes place in Gibraltar. They keep going back to the archaic law of, women are to put in prison and all of that. No one has ever been prosecuted or put in prison. And obviously, that is not held up, and it's mute, really, that law, because it isn't. So we need to look at what does need to be brought into place. And it already happens that if a woman is in danger, if her life is in danger, if she is in medical need of attention, she will receive that medical need. And I don't think there is anyone who would stand up and say, oh no, let the woman die. That would be just crazy. And the baby would die anyway. So even then, it's a no-win situation. But both lives do matter.
One of the options being looked at, according to a recent interview with the Chief Minister, is being able to refer women elsewhere, such as the UK, to have abortions. Is this, as is done with other surgeries, would the movement also oppose this?
What are we opposing? We're opposing the killing of a child for no reason, for a choice. That is the thing. They have the choice. And this is what is being pushed for ultimately. It's not about women being kept safe and all that. It's about women and people having the choice to end a life. Now, the way I see it personally, and this is my personal, and I know it is a lot of the people, but there are different views within the group itself. If it is a child, and if it is in a woman, it is a human baby, it is alive because it is growing, it is a child, then it deserves the right to live. And then you need to look at, where is that cut-off point? What do we look at? Because it's all very fine to say, give her the choice. She should get the choice. Okay, the choice for what? At 9 months? When the baby's fully formed? A day before its birth? That happens in this world. People have that choice. Is that the right choice? It is killing. That is killing. However we want to look at it, if you end a life and it is not by natural causes or an accident, it is killing. Now, so maybe 9 months is too much. Many people say 9 months is too much. Well, 24 weeks is something that is very much put forward. But we know that babies at 21 weeks who, for whatever reason, are born prematurely, have survived. Many babies of 21 weeks have survived. So now we're looking at where all of these things need to be looked at very, 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 very intensely, because we're talking about the lives of children. And ultimately, does anyone actually have the right to take anyone else's life away? And that's a question we each need to stand by, and we each need to answer for ourselves and our consciences, obviously. We don't allow it in other sectors of life, and I hope we never will. But this is something that we obviously need to look at.